Yep. Are we ready?
Oh, go.
Hi, welcome back. So, as you probably noticed, we've had a little bit of delay here getting everything put together. But we got a real treat for you, unique dishes. We do a lot of them here. On the island, for example, I make chocolate, I do homemade bread. But one of the greatest sort of natural foods that we have here is the bar clam. Now, we have a little short clip of my producer, Mr. Riggs, Wayne, who does his own little video across the street. He went out last week and dug some clams, and I'm showing him how to prepare the clams on the barbecue. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. Have a short look at this, and we'll see you when we get back on the air. Yeah. Okay, so we're here with Wayne, and we're dressed in our clam cooking clothes out in the back deck.
Let me turn that up a bit.
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make sushi, or sashimi, I guess, which will be raw shellfish from these clams. Now, unless you're from PEI or New Brunswick, you haven't seen these type of clams. There's all kinds of ones out there that pretend to be like the PEI Bar Clam. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, these are fairly small. The big ones you'll get will be probably upwards of 1.5 pounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these on here. Wayne is trying to get on there and get a whole bunch. Okay?
How many we get in there?
We got 4 for now. We're going to show you. So what we want to do is we want to just have these open. Now they'll cook very, very quickly, but we just want them open about, a ½ inch. Now this is a new barbecue, so I don't know how it's going to work. How quickly.
Oh, I me neither.
You know.
Well, it's at almost 200 now.
Yep.
We only just turned it on.
Dear God in heaven. Let me have a drink of coffee.
Oh, I gotta get mine.
Oh, normally you pop them on there and they'll open pretty quick. But these guys will. I did it in the summertime for customers. Fast as you put them on, they're on for about a minute, minute and a half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you just.
Oh, so they're good for that customer kind of turn.
Oh yeah, you just turn them over.
Got a couple of these.
Oh, razor clams.
Yeah.
These are quite good. Those are in the gooey duck family that look, you see them on the west coast with a great big long foot, literally 18 inches long.
Open about an inch?
No, but this far. If they snap open and the hinges are released, then you cook them too much. They're tough.
Oh, okay.
PEIers love to cook something until they're like rubber boots.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
But I used to manage big offshore seafood clam plants, and we would ship about 6,000 tons of meat a year.
So you know.
Well, you know.
Okay.
Ah, see? They're starting to hear the juice.
That's pouring out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're starting to release.
That's a good indicator.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's one. Okay. Oh. Now I'm just going to get this buddy out.
Burn your hand.
Okay. That. A lot cleaner if you don't have the sand and everything, you know.
How do you get the sand out?
Just give them a little squish. Normally you would have some clams cooked there.
Uh-huh.
There wasn't a lot of juice in that one. This one will have a lot more juice. That one will slightly open.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that something you can just rinse off? Is that?
Oh yeah, you just rinse it off.
Okay.
And we'll have the juice in it and stuff like that. Normally, see the big clam, you have a clam about this big, and it just pour out just a big spigot of water.
So
want.
Now the bigger clams, do I find them in the bigger?
Nope, same area.
Just random.
Yeah. Well, there'll be a little, maybe you'll get into a whole rush of them where they're big. You know, they're not.
That's probably why the guys experienced on the ATVs were out farther.
Yeah.
But their rubber boots were deeper than mine.
We can't get one of these. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's popping open.
Yeah.
When his tongue sticks out.
Well, you don't want his tongue out too far. You want him cooked.
Is that knife big enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see this guy here. Oh yeah, this is the buddy. See how this Wayne. You try that hinge. Just pull it out with your finger.
This piece?
Yeah.
Okay, got half of it.
Yeah, try that. Put that right in your mouth. Squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that first clam, unfortunately, was probably something that wasn't our best example.
This one's much better.
Yeah. Now this guy here. I gotta get those clams. You want to open that top for me?
Oh yeah, those are done.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, lots of water now.
Oh. And,
Oh,
okay.
good.
Now,
Okay. Yeah, that'll get you your juice, and then you.
that guy goes there. We're going to clean this guy in the fresh juice.
Uh-huh.
We're going to get rid of this guy. Let me get this. Where's the scissors go? Right there. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the stomach. Okay.
So let's see what he's cutting off there.
Okay.
And then
So
that's
this
the good part.
is as tasty and as tender as anything you're going to eat. This is the siphon. This is basically how they breathe, right?
Okay.
So this just goes like this. Oh, that's for the cat. There's your frill. Okay, there's that piece of meat. So what we're going to do then,
Oh my goodness.
okay. So what you have is probably one of the nicest pieces of clam meat you're going to experience anywhere in North America.
And what were those parts again?
So what you have, this is where the siphon,
Okay.
the hinge is basically exactly the same as the scallop, except in the clam you'll have two. The foot is what it uses for digging in the sand. So if you cook these down, what happens is they become very, very tough. But in this format, these are as tender and as tasty as any shellfish you will find anywhere in North America, in the world. Try these, Wayne.
Sure. I'm gonna put this down.
See what you think, my friend.
Okay. So what's this part here?
That's the foot.
Okay.
That will be the toughest thing that you will eat if you cook it.
Too much.
Too much. How tender and what's it? Salty, fresh.
It's a little bit crunchy.
Yep.
But it's not hard and it's not chewy.
Now the sand you hear crunching, of course, is because we didn't have quite enough juice. But you can see this is what will make your best chowder. Now all of your sand sits to the bottom. You swish everything off, right? You pour off your juice.
So this is the hinge?
Yeah, and that is it has the highest sugar count, or bricks of flavor, if you will.
Okay. I'll do this all day.
I think pretty good. Now, I have a lot of Asian customers and so on, and there's nothing compared to the flavor of this that's in the commercial market.
And what about this piece?
That is sort of the frill, where they draw the seawater in. So there you have PEI Bar Clams.
Now I'm ready for anybody that's coming to visit. We can set you up with this. We're back.
Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little segment there on bar clams. What we're hoping to do here as we get this up and running, of course, is to try to respond to some of the things that you, our customers or visitors to the island, would like to see. So a little later on, we're going to do some different ways to do lobster. We'll talk about why you should use salt water when you're cooking your lobster. Now it's really makes a lot of sense when you think about it, what the salt does to the lobster. It doesn't go into it, but it does preserve the flavor. And so we're going to talk about that. We'll show you how to cook a lobster. The bar clams, we've only really scratched the surface, and I hope any of you who comes down our way gives us a head up and we can treat you to some of the bar clams on the barbecue. It's going to be a good summer. If it's not a good summer this summer, it will be one next year. So we'll be here. So keep in touch. Tell us things you would like to see. Wayne, do we have any questions on our...
No, just a few comments about missing clams.
Well, you know, if you're missing the clams, you come on down here and talk to them, because they are waiting to hear from you. We miss you down here too. So, Jessica, looking forward to meeting you again, and we'll talk to everybody next week right here on the Bar Clam and Lobster Show